Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Jonna Martinez and today we are going to be crocheting these beautiful ladies mittens. They are winter classic mittens by Drops Design and you should find all of the detailed information in the description box below. Thank you so much for liking this video, leaving me a comment, hitting that subscribe button, and of course sharing the YouTube link with your friends. To begin, I have printed off the pattern and chosen some yarn. This yarn is a worsted weight wool yarn and it is upcycled, meaning that it used to be an old sweater. You will also need a G 4mm crochet hook, or what I have here is a 4.25mm crochet hook, 4 buttons, a stitch marker, a yarn needle, a flexible tape measure, and a pair of scissors. I will be listing everything here in the description box below, so please make sure to check that out. Next, create a slip knot and chain 14. After chaining 14, we're going to half double crochet into each one of our chains. To do that, we need to half double crochet into the third chain from hook. So don't count this loop on your hook. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, and yarn over, insert your hook into that third chain, grab your yarn and pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. This is a half double crochet. We're now going to half double crochet into each one of our remaining chains. Once we get to the end, I will meet back up with you for the next step. Now I have 13 half double crochet, and if you are wondering how I got that 13, if you're only counting your V's up top and you have 12, you want to make sure and count those 2 chain up spaces right here. So that at the very end there is 13. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 13. Now chain 1, and we're going to be half double crocheting into the back loop only. So right up top here, of course, we have our V to the stitch. We're going to yarn over, and going from the top, we're going to place our hook and only grab the back loop. So each stitch, of course, has the 2 loops, and I'm just grabbing the back loop. There's my 3 loops, yarning over and pulling through all 3 loops. This causes this front loop to push forward and it gives a ribbing effect. So we have 2, 3, and continue all the way down your work like this, and I will show you what it looks like in just a minute. So here at the end, I just want to show you how hard it is to see that very last stitch here. And you see how it's almost rounded from this direction. Well, if you turn it, there's the loop that we're supposed to grab right back here. And that will make 13 half double crochet. Chain 1 and turn. Now because I'm doing the small, extra small size, I will be doing this, repeating this last row we just finished until my work measures 8 inches. So just go ahead and continue with those 13 half double crochet in the back loop only. And when my work measures 8 inches, I will meet back up with you for the next step. After my work measures 8 inches, I can begin with the buttonhole rounds. Here I have chained 1, and I'm just turning my work. We are going to place 3 half double crochet into the first 3 stitches. And these are going through both of those stitches. 1, 2, 3, and chain 2, 1, 2, then skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and do 3 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and then place 1 half double crochet into each of your 3 remaining stitches. And there we have 2 buttonholes. This next round, I'm just chaining 1 and turning, and we're going to place 1/2 double crochet into each one of our stitches, and over these chain 2 spaces, you want to place 2 half double crochets. At the end of that row, we should have 13 half double crochet. Go ahead and grab your scissors and fasten off. Then grab your stitch marker and fold your work in half. Place your stitch marker on the folded side of your work over here. Then we are going to single crochet all the way around the top of our work. But before we do that, we want to make sure and fold over where the buttonholes are going to be. So these first 2 rows, you want to place your buttonholes over those. That's how it's going to be folded. Now over here where our stitch marker is, this is where we want to start our stitches. So I'm going to take the stitch marker out and begin with a single crochet. So I'm just pulling my yarn up and chaining 1. And then in that same space, I'm going to insert my hook, grab my yarn and pull up a loop. I have 2 loops on my hook, yarn over, and pull through both loops for a single crochet. Now we need 30 single crochet. So the pattern says to place 1 single crochet into 1 row end and 2 single crochet into the next row end. But however you get your 30 single crochet, that's what you want to do. So we need 30 single crochet for this small, extra small size. When we get over here to where our buttonholes are, I will meet back up with you for how we do that. So here I have crocheted up to where the buttonholes are, and at this point we want to grab both thicknesses of our cuff. So here I left off with a single crochet, and then 2 into the same stitch is my next move. And then 1. So as you cross over there, you are joining those 2 pieces together. And then you can just continue in that fashion with 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochet. At the end, double count your stitches and make sure you have 30. At the end of the single crochet round, you want to slip stitch to join. Insert your hook, grab your yarn and pull it through, and then through the loop on your hook. Next, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 will also count as our first double crochet. We are going to be double crocheting in this next round and also decreasing 3 stitches. So we need to decrease somewhere here, and then I'm going to decrease again here and then over here again. To a double crochet decrease, you want to yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch. Grab your yarn and pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops and stop. Yarn over, insert your hook into the second stitch. Grab your yarn and pull up a loop. We have 4 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops and stop. There we have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And there we have double crochet decreased or double crocheted 2 together. We're then going to double crochet into each stitch until we reach about here, and then we can do that decrease again. Here I'm getting ready to decrease again. So I'm going to do these 2 stitches. And there's the decrease complete. So we of course have 1 here, and then halfway over here I'm going to do another decrease. And then in between stitches, of course, are just regular double crochets. At the end, slip stitch to join, and then we can begin the next step. At the end of the round, you want to slip stitch into the 3rd chain at the beginning. and then chain 3 to begin the next round. Now for the next 2 rounds, 1, 2, you're going to just do 1 double crochet into each of our 27 stitches all the way around, slip stitch to join at the end of the rounds, and after those 2 rounds are complete, I'll meet back up for the next step. After those 2 rounds are complete, this is what my work looks like. And from here, we are going to be flaring out our work to begin the thumb. Now here, I'll show you on this mitten where we are. So 1, 2, 3, we're right here. And over the next 4 rounds, we're going to be increasing so that the thumb flares out like this. So we go 1, 2, 3, and then 4 rounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 rounds is where we're going to be working. Now the next 4 rounds are going to be worked exactly the same, except we will be, of course, having more stitches for each round. We currently have 27 stitches. We are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then for each round, the stitches on each side of this chain 3, right here and right here, we're going to increase. So increase and then go around with 1 double crochet into each stitch all the way around, and then increase again and place 2 double crochet into the same stitch. So I'm going to do this round with you, and then the 3 rounds after this round, you are going to repeat this round exactly, except of course have more stitches for each round. Our goal is 35 stitches at the end of the 4 rounds. So 2 stitches into this first stitch, and then 1 into each of the following stitches until we get back around to this stitch over here. Here I am at the end of my first round of increase, and I'm just placing those last 2, so 2 double crochet into the last stitch. So now I have a total of 29 stitches. I am slip stitching to the top of the chain 3 and chaining 3 to begin the next round. At the end of each round, I will show you how my work is looking. At the end of the second increase round, you will have 31 double crochet. At the end of the third increase round, you will have 33 double crochet. At the end of the fourth increase round, you will have 35 double crochet. Now this next round, we are going to make the opening for the thumb. We need to slip stitch over to this 6th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once we're there, chain 3, and then double crochet into each stitch all the way around, and when we get back over here, we can move on to the next step. Now counting that chain 3 at the beginning, I have double crocheted 26 stitches around here, and then right here where our thumb is, we should have 9 stitches. Chain 1 and skip over those 9 stitches, slip stitching into the 3rd chain at the beginning. And there is our thumb opening. Now this next round is going to be repeated until our work measures 3 3/4 inches or about 7 inches. So we're just going to be chaining 3 here at the beginning and placing 1 double crochet into each stitch all the way around. And also, of course, this next round will be 1 in this chain space. You will have 27 double crochet. And once my piece measures about 6 3/4 to 7 inches, I will meet back up with you and we can move on to the rest of the mitten. Now you want to measure from the cuff to the top of your work, and I have a good 7 inches here, and now we can start decreasing for the tip of the mitten. Now on this row, I'm chaining 3 for my first double crochet. We're going to double crochet 1 and then 2 and 3 will be double crocheted together for the decrease. So there is 2 and 3 decreased, and then 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then double crochet 2 together. We're going to repeat this all the way around, and at the end we should have 18 double crochet. After slip stitching to join, we chain 3 again, and this round we are going to double crochet 2 together all the way around. So actually I'm going to back that out 1 and just chain up 2, and then this next stitch I'm just going to double crochet into. So that's like 2 double crochet together there, and then 2 together and 2 together. Keep going, and at the end of this round we will have 9 stitches remaining. At the end, slip stitch to join, and now chain 1 and single crochet into that first stitch. So insert your hook, grab your yarn and pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both loops. Now we're going to single crochet 2 together all the way around for the remaining stitches. So insert your hook into the first stitch, grab your yarn and pull up a loop. We have 2 loops on our hook. Insert our hook into the next stitch, grab our yarn and pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. And that's single crocheting 2 together. And again, and again, and one more time. Slip stitch to join, and then cut a nice long tail so you can kind of sew that last opening together. Now that that is complete, we can go back and work on our thumb. Now of course our thumb has 9 stitches, and we want to join our yarn into that first stitch and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Here I am just working over this tail. We're going to double crochet into the next 8 stitches. So now I have all 9 thumb stitches accounted for here. And if we turn our work this way, we have a double crochet right here. And then basically you can see 2 stitches right here, and then another double crochet here. So between all that, we count that as 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now those 6 stitches have to be decreased to 3. So we will have 12 total thumb stitches. So here is, of course, that double crochet that I was just talking about. And I'm going to double crochet decrease right here. And then turn my work, and those 2 stitches right there, I'm going to double crochet decrease again. And there on this side is that other double crochet. It's a post right there. And I'm double crocheting 2 together. Slip stitch to the top of your chain 3 at the beginning, and that row is complete. Rows 2 and 3, chain 3, and double crochet into each of your 12 stitches all the way around. For the 4th round, I will meet back up with you so we can decrease the thumb. Now this 4th round is the last round of our thumb, and I've chained 2 because we're going to double crochet decrease all the way around. So again, chain 2 and then double crochet into this next stitch, So that's 2 together, and then double crochet 2 together the next 2 stitches, and repeat and slip stitch when you're finished. Here I have left a nice long tail, and I will use that to cinch up the last space on the thumb. After sewing in all your ends, attach your buttons, and then show off your beautiful new mittens. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that like button, share the YouTube link with your friends, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and have a lovely crochet day. I hope to see you again in my next tutorial. Bye!